Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becca and today we're doing some plant chores. I really have like so many things going around in my head of things that need to be done, but I'm having a hard time like getting it concrete. So I'm just gonna start filming and see kind of where life takes us. I do know that I kind of want to figure out this whole situation because it's feeling very overcrowded and it's making me not want to come in here. This room can just so easily feel very like over the top full. That is going to be helped a little bit because I bought a shelf that I'm going to be putting over here in that empty space now that the big mama monstera is outside. That will definitely clear a lot of things up. Like pretty much everything that's on the ladder right now will move. These are all of my new imports from, not imports, but I guess they technically are new imports. But anyway, they're the plants from the Ecuagenera pop-up I went to. I just need to like better distribute plants around because I haven't done that in a long time and it feels very crowded. So I think we're gonna start with that because my brain just feels very foggy and I feel like I can't focus until I do it. Okay, so I've rearranged the plant room. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I have tried to put the couch on this side and the chairs on that side before, and I ended up switching it just because I like filming in this corner a lot. But we're just gonna see how long this lasts. And I feel like this couch is gonna go out to the greenhouse whenever that is done. There's just not a lot of space in here to have this like full set. I don't know, it feels crowded, but I am about to move some plants outside that have been living inside for a while, all winter in fact. I haven't moved my ficus out yet, so I'm gonna move my ficus burgundy and taniki, or I think it's a taniki anyway. And then I'm actually going to propagate my fiddly fig because she looks really bad. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about Green Chef. My ability to put effort into food has been at an all-time low lately given the pregnancy. So needless to say, I was so excited when I saw my Green Chef box get delivered, which by the way, Green Chef offsets 100% of their delivery emissions to your door. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic company with options for every lifestyle, including keto and paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. Green Chef not only has options for lunch and dinner, but also breakfast, which is very exciting. I love breakfast. These meals include delicious pre-made and pre-measured sauces, dressings, and spices that give you a more chef-curated flavor in less time. And I honestly love this part of Green Chef the most. The flavors are always so dynamic and fresh. I love seeing the combinations that the meals are going to include because a lot of the time it's not flavors that I would put together, but they're delicious either way. So if you've been wanting to simplify your life around mealtime, or even let's say spice up your life around mealtime, I'd highly recommend checking out Green Chef. Use my code DELAPLAN60 to get 60% off plus free shipping on your first box. Go to greenchef.com for more details. So as you can see, she's got a couple leaves up at the very top, and then it's a very, very long stem all the way to the bottom. She is definitely like 5.5 feet tall. I'm 5.5 feet tall, and we look like we're the same height right now. But yeah, there's not a lot of leaves beyond here. In fact, there's none. So I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to add this to my propagation wall, and it's just gonna live there until it roots, and maybe I'll plant it up or maybe I won't. I don't really to be honest, I don't really care if it lives or dies, but I'm just doing this to sort of preserve it for a little bit longer because the plant is unimpressive to say the least. So let's go put these on my propagation wall. Well, actually first I'm going to just wet these down because they're pretty dusty. So I'm gonna dust them off in my spare bathroom sink. And here is my little propagation wall. I put these up a really long time ago when I did a room makeover in here with Paige, who is an interior designer. I don't think I've shown this in a really long time, but yeah, it's cute. I really like it. It is simple, and they're just little test tubes. I got them from CB2, but you can see that they're just little test tubes, and they have a hole in the back, and I just have them hanging up with like a really small nail, and they've been great. And the plants propagate and I can send them home with people or pot them up eventually or bring them to plant swaps. And when I had the plant swap a couple weeks ago, I just came in here and sort of raided my propagation wall, and it was great. So yeah, this one needs to be filled up because the water level is pretty low, so I'm gonna go fill this. And there it is. These fiddly fig cuttings are possibly too big for the wall. They're kind of throwing off the balance here. I might move them, but that's where they are for now. For some reason it looks better from the side, but when you look at it from the front, it just looks really disproportionate and weird. So this is their summer home, and I think they're gonna be pretty happy here. It's shaded all day long, and it might get a little bit of direct sun in the morning, but it shouldn't be a problem for them. They are ficus, so they're used to, or not used to, but they like higher light. So yeah, I think they'll be really happy there, but they are super thirsty, so I'm gonna give them a drink. So I wanted to show you what the lighting looks like for these ficus that live outside. So it's about noon right now, which is when the sun is at its peak. So they got a little bit of morning sun, but when the sun is at its peak, this is a situation that they've got lighting wise. And I ended up just bringing this out here because I doubt that it'll grow anything, but if it does, that'd be really cool. And we'll see, but if not, I'm just gonna toss it and clean out the pot and use it for something else. But yeah, so that's sort of the situation here. And then the Big Mama Monstera, I wanted to update on her since she's been out here. She actually gets pretty strong morning light, and morning light isn't mega strong here because we have so many trees, but she is generally getting so much more sun than she would inside. And yeah, I think that she's gonna be really happy, so much happier. I'm seeing some new growth down here. I don't know. I mean, it just was not happy inside, and I was not doing a very good job of taking care of her. She's really, really heavy, and is just a huge pain to take care of. Like, to be completely honest with you, there's been several times where I've just wanted to get rid of it entirely, but I haven't, because I'm like, oh, this is such an iconic plant. But it's grown and changed so much since I've had it that it just isn't what it was, which is fine because plants change. But yeah, so having it out here makes it a little bit less like stressful to take care of. And I actually, since it's so top heavy, I was really afraid that it would fall over, so I actually ended up tying it to the fence. So you can see this tie right here. I just used some macrame cord, and that's been fine. I mean, I can already see there's lots of bugs interacting with this plant. She's definitely made her way into the outdoor ecosystem, so hopefully she will be happy. Much happier out here. Look at this leaf. That is really pretty. So many fenestrations on that leaf. Wow. Okay. See, I'm gaining some interest in this plant where I have not had interest before, like in a really long time. So I don't know. Hopefully putting it out here was the right move. I think so far it definitely has been. Okay, now I want to talk about this trellis situation. So I used to have my begonias in here, and all of them are gone now. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that. And I was thinking that this would be kind of fun to hang some plants from, and I would like to put it somewhere else. I don't want it to be in this area, but this is just kind of where I set it because I moved it from there, and I really did like it there. But that's probably going to be the best place for my ficus, because typically I put my ficus where this bench is, and I much prefer having the bench there. I mean, right now it's just being used to store some soil, but typically it's cleared off, and it's just a really nice place to sit under this huge shade tree. And I want to update you on my philodendron sellum as well, or the thaumatophyllum. It's not a philodendron anymore, but yeah, I want to update you on that as well. But one second, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, I really would like to do something with this, and I'm thinking maybe put like a few plants down here, like from inside, house plants, not in this full sun spot, because this is definitely like I would consider a full sun spot, and maybe drilling in some of my plant hooks up here so that I could have stuff hanging. I thought about maybe getting something where I could like hook it onto this lattice, but the lattice is so thin that I don't think it could support the weight of plants. It could definitely support like vines, but it's not made to, you know, support an entire clay pot that is wet. So anyway, I'm thinking maybe I could drill in up here onto this wood, and I would like to put it over here in this little shade area that I have. I have an egg chair and then a little table, and maybe I could just like shift this over and put it like right here on the other side of this bench, because it would get like full shade all day, so it'd be perfect for houseplants. And I'd like to have more opportunities to have houseplants out here, and this is a fun place to sit and hang out and like read. I'm kind of working on this, so maybe in the next video we will do that, but I kind of wanted to see what you guys thought about moving that thing over here. Now, as far as this sellum goes, if you remember when I first brought it out the beginning of this season, it looked really, really bad. And I was saying that it's definitely going to perk up. It will definitely look a lot better really soon. And there is just so much new growth. So this is new, or it's like still emerging. Can I help it a little bit? There we go. Give it a little hand. But yeah, so this leaf is going to be quite large, as you can see. And then we've got 2 leaves over here, right there. Miss Brunera is definitely stealing the show right now. Look how beautiful this is. I wish this was a house plant. It's so beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, it's put out those 2, and I think those 3 leaves are the only new growth so far. This might be new, like a couple weeks ago. It's definitely hardened off by now. But anyway, it's just filling in really nicely, and I'm very relieved because, I mean, I was confident that it would fill back in, but at the same time, I was like, ooh, what if it doesn't? So it definitely is, and I just set it here for now. This is not like a forever solution, but because I decided to put this like annuals situation, there's like some ferns and whatever in here. If you want to see like more of this side of my house and planting, then you can follow my vlog channel. I do garden vlogs over there, and I share planting, you know, annuals and just like landscaping and gardening and vegetable gardening and all of that. But that used to live on this channel and it doesn't anymore. And if you missed that announcement, you might be confused as to why that's not here. Typically, I would line this whole area right here with houseplants. But since I've put a bench there and I wanted to do this, my houseplants are kind of like, where are we going? And I've even thought about putting them on this side, but I feel like it would look weird to cover up this wood thing because they would have to just go like right here in front. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I actually could probably just put it on the other side of the fence, like right there in my little egg chair situation. You can see that on the other side. I could do that actually. That would probably be a good spot for it. But this spot for the Big Mama Monstera actually worked out so well because it doesn't get hit by the gate like badly. It definitely like moves the leaves, but not badly. And then it just sort of chills. I've got the hose very messy. Sorry, this is real life. And the last thing is I wanted to very, very quickly review my cactus and, you know, just show how they're doing out here. They are so incredibly happy. Like I haven't, but they have already put on some new growth, at least some of these. So particularly this one right here, you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's about 1 inch of new growth and it just looks like a little bit of a darker, waxier green. So all 3 of these pieces have put on probably about 1 inch, which is crazy. I'm so excited about it. And then this euphorbia looks like it's trying to bloom, which is so cool. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but you can see there's like a little bulb at the end of that thorn, and that is a bloom. So I'm just really excited to see what this will do as the summer goes on. But everything else, it doesn't look like I haven't noticed any new growth besides that. But even so, everything just looks, I just realized you could probably see me in the reflection. Hi! But even so, everything looks really good and has adjusted super well to being out here. Next time I see you, we're definitely going to be doing a lot more rearranging. And oh, you know what? I just saw this in the background. A lot of people asked about my huge, what is this called? White ghost euphorbia, because it's not outside. Everyone was like, uh-oh, did it die? It didn't die, it's still alive, but I just keep it inside because I really don't want anything to happen to it. But I feel like if I like tied it to the fence, similarly to what I did to the Mama Monstera, I think it would be fine, but I'm just really scared of it toppling over because it is so top heavy. And if it fell over, it would probably like break in half or something. So I just really want to keep it like big and beautiful. So I don't know if I should risk it putting it outside. I did 1 year and it got really badly sunburned because I didn't acclimate it. And I don't usually acclimate my cactus and succulents or cactus and euphorbia when I put them outside. And this one I should have because the skin on it is like obviously white. I don't know what I was thinking. Like the other cacti I have been fine because their skin is like a darker pigment, I guess. I don't know. But that one got pretty fried and it's really ugly on one side. So I've just been hesitant since then, but I might, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching this video and thank you to Green Chef for sponsoring. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we're doing even more plant chores. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. We are getting close to 80,000, I think. So super excited to hit that milestone with you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.